This is the kind of leadership we want from every one of our members. Quite frankly, not because I call him a friend, but before I know him, following him in the distance, is this kind of person that actually, when he gives you a speech on his campaign to get few votes, actually is a person that is not only giving you a speech, but before he gave you the speech, he's already doing what he's telling you. So, ladies and gentlemen, great Congressman Jim McGovern.
Well, first of all, I hate being introduced by Jose Andres. I mean, that's not fair. But let me thank Mike and Patty at the DC Central Kitchen and at Martha's Table. If you don't know about these organizations, hopefully you do now. Volunteer, get to know all that they do. And I'm not supposed to say this here, give them money because they need the support. You know, and I find both of these organizations incredibly inspiring. And I went to the sips and suppers last night. We had Jamie from Hank's.
She's here.
Oyster, and Kathleen from the Rugby School in Orlando. And I have to tell you, I had probably too many sips, but not enough to not enjoy this incredible meal. And thank you so much. And chefs like them all around the city did this event. And I want to thank Jose and Joan and Alice for not only being incredible chefs and people we admire, but for being incredible humanitarians and advocates for people who don't have a voice. And the one thing I just want to say before I turn this over to Jose is, I say this all the time, hunger is a political condition. We have the food, we know what needs to be done to help get people out of hunger, to get them on their feet. We don't have the political will. And if people, I don't care whether you're a Democrat, Republican, liberal, conservative, green, or Tea Party, or whatever, just look at the example of DC Central Kitchen, look at the example of Martha's Table. They show us how to do it with some of the most challenging populations. People who've been struggling with substance abuse and addiction, people who have been incarcerated, people who are just struggling to get by, and who everybody else has given up on, and they haven't. And they are making a huge difference. We should replicate what they're doing everywhere in this country. Nobody in the richest country in the history of the world should be hungry. And they all should be entitled to good, healthy, nutritious food. And that is what this is all about. So, I co-chair the House Hunger Caucus. It's bipartisan. We want everybody to get their bosses to join on. We want to kind of lead a movement on the Hill to make this a priority. We want to get the White House to do a White House conference on food, nutrition, and hunger, so we can actually have a roadmap nationally to solve this. So join with us on this. And at this point, I want to turn it over to three of the greatest chefs in the entire world.